Alrighty. Um, let's teach you how to hit the ground running. A little beginner's guide on things to do, maybe some things not to do. I'll try to loosely cover on everything and do my best. Hopefully, it's not too confusing or too much, but nonetheless, it's good to hear it. And then as you encounter problems, you might recall certain things I've said. Anyways, let's get into it. When you start off, your mini quest is ultimately going to guide you. You always should do what is required. If it says you need infinite tower, do that. If you need dungeons, focus on that. But um, the things I do recommend, like some of like milestones that you're trying to reach in the beginning. First off, is pets. Dungeon 1-1. It will be a mini quest, but beating this gives you mammon. And as soon as you beat that, you should go into your pets and equip it. Bam. It's super massively important. And then at the end of every level from this point on, there will also be another pet. So there's your duck. And you don't have to beat all of these to get there. You can like follow the path all the way to the last one. Get the pet. As soon as you get it, equip it. And then lastly, getting to this ferry, take the bottom route all the way up here. The ferry, 3 huge pets to have. Definitely get those. When you do get them, things to focus on. It does cost green gems. I made a video on that, on how to get them. But ultimately, just by beating everything in adventure, you'll get green gems, blue gems, orange gems. So once you get this mammon, upgrade its first ability to level 50. Attack damage, anywhere you can get attack damage, definitely take it up. Attack percent is different. Your flat attack, just attack damage, it is massive. So get it where you can. Duck, you don't need to focus on. We're just using it for its ability. It helps in the beginning with damage. Or like giving... It's an attack in itself, so it's just good to have. And then your fairy, when you get that, get it to 50. HP is pretty important. Your fox, I do recommend getting that boss extra damage. So when you get that, get the fox to 50 and then spend another 50 on the boss extra damage. It'll massively improve you for sure. And then griffin has attack damage. Get that to 50 for sure. Mine are at 80. I'm starting to move on and need more attack damage. But yeah. That's a pretty good milestone for pets. And you're not just focusing on the pets. Like I said, do the mini quests, and you're tackling a number of things at once. So another thing to tackle is awakening. By beating these, you get attack percentage and health percentage, and it adds up. It does its job. Getting to gold's fairly easy. Gold or platinum and diamonds where it starts to get a bit more serious. So I'll have to make some videos on that. Your awakening options, I recommend populating this, but don't actually spend a bunch of diamonds trying to fill it with specifics, because diamonds are precious and you need them for other things in the start. So and I'll show you quickly, like if you just press it, it won't work. And it's like this for a few things in the game. You have to hold it down for like a second, like 1. So if I go 1, yeah. But you can have a couple rolls, and I do recommend getting XP. XP is pretty important. In the end, you'll have a full page of XP and a full page of skill damage, so that's way later in the game. Anyways, that's that. Skills. Because actually, we'll just go down the thing. So awakening, your stats. I've made another video on how to allot your stats. I only have like 9 videos or something like that. It's fairly low, so you should be able to find it easy. So I'll save that for that. Your skills, I do recommend I think like almost as soon as I had 250,000 gems, or maybe it was a bit more. I saved a bit more because I need to upgrade. But nonetheless, one of the first things I do, summon skill, normal skill box, buy 50. It's a good start to like acquire skills and get the ones you want leveled up. The ones you want leveled up, as you can see, I've only leveled up like all these I don't use. So those three for sure of your gray skills, definitely get them. Scar is massively strong, and Windblade does its part too. And I also did these two, but I stopped using that. But those are all great skills to level up. Wild Strike, probably one of the best skills in the game. It certainly is in the beginning, or one of them. And then you have two stuns. Those are massively important. Great for those hard bosses that you can't seem to beat. So you just stun them, attack, stun, attack, and Venom's Breath. Venom's Breath is a pretty good skill to have. You have to roll out of it. Bit more advanced, I suppose, but definitely worth upgrading. Whirlwind is great in the beginning of the game. I mean, it's great all around, but ultimately it becomes a farming tool. But you can use it as just for attacking in the beginning, grinding away and leveling up. The only skill you have to do something different that I recommend is Curse Strike. And Prep and Spirit Servant. I don't have those. Okay. So Curse Strike, when I go to get Curse Strike, you go to Shop, Summon Skill, and you're doing the Supreme Skill box. All I would say in the beginning, just try to get Curse Strike. And I'd say you do this a little bit later when stuff starts to get hard. So don't do it right away, but spend some emeralds getting Curse Striked. If you do happen to get a purple, Preparation or Spirit Servant, those are the two you want. But I haven't got it. So I'm waiting to get my skill box up to level 1, because that'll give me a 5% boost. And you level that up by buying these. I mean, you also level this up by buying those as well. But you're going to be using this normal skill box quite a bit. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so that's skills. Your equipment. I mean, I basically focus on the weapon. I'll get it like 10 to 20 levels sometimes. Like with blue, I went 30. But I suppose if you leveled all your gear at 20, like it really wouldn't make that much of a difference. If you need it, it doesn't start to get kind of serious around the golds, and by playing and beating stages, you'll get those golds. And then they'll become more frequent. That, pets, and then relics. So your normal relic, I think like when I start the game, I level it to 10 because some of the missions are to do the normal relic. So I just get it to 10. And then I think when I ran into a mana problem, I upgraded it a bit more just to get the MP regen and MP. But yeah, don't waste time on this. Get it to level 20, maybe 30, and then you're not going to touch this around level 500. Your mythic relics, again, you get the orange gems from the mines. I don't know if I said that, but in here, I'd say focus on a few things, like getting the XP. Where is it? Getting this XP. That's big. Getting the HP is big. But ultimately, I just kind of do it in waves. Like I'll get everything to like 5 or 10, and then I'll get everything to 20. And I'm just constantly like leveling one up and then getting the rest, leveling one up, getting the rest. And for whatever I kind of need, sometimes I feel If I need HP and less damage, that's a good one. Damage taken down. Sometimes movement speed, you know, it all adds up. The attack damage, it is nice, but I suppose, like, the avatar, I'll get into that. But yeah, I mean, as you can see the ones. I haven't really focused on skill damage too much, but that is because of the avatar. And I suppose I should have started the video with this. The number one goal, so you have all these milestones to get stronger, which is everything I just covered. But the only real goal you're trying to do in the beginning is get a blue avatar. And you want an avatar with 300% skill damage or 400% skill damage. All right, so the goal in the beginning is to unlock this. You unlock it at stage 6-1, and then you want to spend 90,000 emeralds. So green gems, you get them from adventure mode. Just keep clearing levels, and you'll get a lot. Spend 90,000 emeralds into this. You'll get mileage points. It'll give you 200. And then use those mileage points to open a mileage chest. And you're guaranteed a blue or higher. If you get a purple, you know, if you get a purple, aim for like 600% skill damage or higher. And legendary, that'd be like winning the lottery. I'd say just have a look, but you're ultimately, with avatars, always going for skill damage. You want something with high skill damage for sure. And once you get that avatar, you'll go in here, you'll go to decision, and it'll appear right here, and it'll give you a random one and 5 re-rolls. And again, I believe that, like, if you just hit re-roll, it won't work, so you kind of have to go like 1. Just hold it like quickly, like less than more, right? Play around. And yeah, so you might come in and it's like, oh, you have this one, and then it'll have like a re-roll option. So you re-roll it, and let's say you get this. It's like, oh, 65 attack. Nope, we're going for skill damage, 300% or higher. So you get this, 300%. I think it's worth taking, personally. Like on my main account, the second roll I did, I got Angel Girl. And I didn't want to risk not getting it, because the consensus is if you don't hit skill damage here, you might as well just make a new account. And getting to 6-1, it's you know, you don't get it in 10 minutes. It's going to take a few hours for sure. So yeah, this is really huge. And on this account, I got really lucky because as I was opening the chest, I got a blue, and then I hit the 200 mileage points and had another one. Both 400%. This helped with my mana points problem. But yeah, very lucky to get those. I think that about covers it. I should have said that in the beginning of the video. The number one thing you want to do is aim for that avatar. That's the goal. The light at the end of the tunnel is pets, awakening, buy some skills, focus on those skills, and clear adventure mode for sure. And then, oh yeah, then the mana problem. If you run into a mana problem, get this to 20 or 30. There's, even if you're desperate, there's even some mana percent here. I think I did that for the MP regen for 2. Ancient relic, no. I think that's about it. Also, you get it from your equipment, right? Yeah, MP. So your helmet gives you some mana points. Not much though. No, 200. That's yeah. So your helmet and normal relics, I think, would be my my first go-to. Anyways, this is dragging, so I'll end it there. I hope this helps.